we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Memphis Tigers. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the first possession of the game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Orji. He's got the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Open runway ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wants to throw. It's Orji. He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and they're up 8-zip. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. The snap sets up the throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third. Looking to take a shot. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Loveland. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. The hand to the running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Loveland. Stumbled to the ground.
And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get in the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Orji. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. Got room at the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this really puts your defense in a bind when you got a quarterback with that much speed. It almost cuts the field in half. I got to play jet sweep on this side. You got to play quarterback on the other side and be extremely disciplined.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line is going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Loveland. Touchdown, Michigan! Hold it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to pass, it's Hennigan. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass is incomplete, the clock is down to 9. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits. He'll take the deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively.